My Minnie Mouse ears from Disney. I'm wearing this the rest for this. I'm wearing them. Cause purr, that's cute. Already hot. My OCD got the best of me, and I need to go through this bin of stuff. Yeah, and I just figured while I'm doing this, why not give y'all a little story time? Because I have way too many. Way too many. I don't understand how I still have this, but this, okay. Did I take it off the mirror? I didn't take it off the mirror. So I had a mirror, and it had these LED lights going around it, right? And at the end of it was a little thing to plug into here, and then, yeah. I sold the mirror, but I still have this. But the person never, like, asked me for it, basically. So, I don't know about that. But let's get into the story time. If you're new here, if you're watching this video for the first time, and this is like your introduction to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're coming back, if you're returning, and you know me already, you've probably heard this story. This story involves me and my aunt, right? And she's like, I basically call her my sister because we're like, first of all, we're close in age, and then we grew up like siblings. This is when I still lived in New York. Okay, the Chinese restaurant closed at 11, I believe, 11 or 12 or something. 11 or 12, right? After 10 p.m., I believe, they stopped delivering. So if you order from them, you have to go pick it up. So the Chinese restaurant wasn't far. It was like a couple blocks away or whatever from my grandmother's house. So my grandparents ordered the food, and my grandmother says, y'all gotta go pick it up though. Me and my aunt look at each other like, you know what time it is? Like, you want us to go? And she was like, you know, my grandma was tough on us. So she was like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know what to do. Go straight there and come straight back. We did, you know, we was like, okay. So we're walking, and I think we walked like 2 blocks. So up the block, then you turn, and these dudes, like, we could hear them from a block away. These dudes were sitting, grown men sitting on the stoop. And so me and her are like, oh boy, here we go, right? So we're just gonna keep walking. So we had to go past them in order to get to the Chinese restaurant. So we walk in, and then one of them spots us, and they're like, hey, they start calling to us or whatever. So we just ignoring them, and we start walking faster, bruh. Let me tell you something. There's somebody in my neighborhood whose car is like grumbling loud. Like, you could feel it through the floors, which I don't have an issue with. But I just know when they leave for work in the morning and when they come home. So, never seen them. Never seen the car. I just hear them literally once they turn onto the street and once they turn off. Let me tell you something. So, if you grew up in New York, if you from New York, like, if you lived in New York for majority of your life, you know, like, this is not like nothing new. Like, looking back on it now, you know, like from a very young age, you learn how to take the train, the bus, you know how to walk to get to point A to point B. Like, you learn all these things, and you're doing all these things on a daily basis. So at the time, this wasn't like out of the norm for us. The only reason we were like, when my grandmother told us that we had to go, and we were like, why we gotta go? Like, the only reason, like, at the time that we reacted that way was because we didn't want to go. We just didn't want to go walk. We didn't want to walk. But looking back at it now, we're like, we were either 10 and 11, or because she's like a year older than me, we were 10 and 11 or 11 and 12, something like that. Looking back at it now, it's like they had no business. We ain't had no business. Yeah, but that's just the reality when you live in New York. Like, it's normal. So you gotta know how to handle yourself, and we did know how to handle ourselves. So immediately, one of them first calls after us, and we ignore them. Then a second one comes like around the corner following us. So there's now two of them following us, and you could hear them, like the other ones on the stoop, like saying, don't be scared, or something like that. And then the other two are coming, and they're like, we just want to talk to you. We just want to talk to you, or something like that. And when I tell you, I looked back and saw that they were walking up the same block that we was walking up. I turned to her and I was like, Bree, run. We ran so fast straight to the Chinese restaurant. We did not look back one time. We did not check, oh, maybe they're not following. No, we just ran. Like, that's like survival instincts. And it's so crazy, right? But wait. So we get to the Chinese restaurant. We get the food, we pay, whatever, right? Now we got all these bags of food, and my grandfather, he always gets like a soup. So it's like, you can't be swinging the bag around and all that stuff, right? I mean, you wouldn't do that with your regular food either, because it was, you know, it came in the little white styrofoam containers. So if you want your food to fall out, I mean, yeah, swing it around. But my grandmother did not play. She got down. She did not play. Like, she would always like tell us, like, don't be shaking up that food and this and that, right? So that was already engraved in our mind. Like, all right, if we run, we gotta hold the food a certain way. Like, so we're walking back and we're like, maybe we should go up. Maybe we should go a different way. But the other way that we were thinking to go, my grandmother told us specifically not to go. We were like, we gotta go back the way we came. We walking, right? And we don't see them or nothing like that. I should have told this story with her, because this is so much funnier. But we walking back, and we don't see them. So we're thinking like, okay, maybe we're good or whatever. We don't hear them either, because before we, you know, like I said, a block ahead, we heard them like talking, laughing, and all that stuff. So this time we didn't hear them. As we got closer, I don't know where they came from. Maybe I don't remember where they came from. Maybe like I repressed it. I don't know. And I feel like she would remember. I don't know. But I don't know where they came from. But we was like, we good. Yo, they came all like, I don't think we even looked back or anything. All I know is we heard, there they go. All we heard was, there they go. Yo, we took off, man. We got to the building, ran up the steps, got through the front door, inside. We ran straight, like all the way, because she lived on the second floor. We ran upstairs. We came in the house, shut the door, locked it. I think we started calling for my grandmother or whatever. So I'm like, grandma. Like, and we're laughing. And we're laughing because it's just like, this is crazy. But at the same time, we were scared. Like, we were scared. Tell me why We tell my grandmother what happened. And you know what she says to us? She says, see, I taught you right. Ma'am. But it was so funny because it was just like, hello? Like, it was just crazy. Like, we remember to this day, all we heard, we didn't see nobody, or at least I don't remember seeing anybody. All I remember hearing is, there they go. No, they waited for us. Like, they was waiting for us. Yo, all we heard was, there they go, and we took off running. And see, that's like, that's a little bit traumatizing because, and I feel like that contributes to like issues with like trusting people and stuff, because it's just like, you never know with these men who be trying to talk to you on the street. And it's like, it's not that women are trying to be like stuck up. I mean, some are, but like, you know, majority of the time we're not trying to be stuck up. We're not trying to be, oh, we think we're too good for you. I mean, most of the time we're probably too good for you, but it's just the fact of our safety. Like, I don't know what you got up your sleeve. Those men knew we were underage. They knew we were underage, and they were still trying to talk to us. So that's like, that is scary. And people be like, why don't you move back to New York? I probably fight for my life every single day. I probably swing on somebody every day. Nah. Like, I'll be forgetting that I'm 24 years old, and you know, like, I'm a grown woman, but sometimes I view myself as like 16, 17, 18, 19, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not a little girl. Like, I'm not like, oh, this grown man's trying to talk to me. Like, like, I'm too young for you. But he the same age as me. Like, but yeah, that was crazy. And there's so many more, like, there's so many more stories, man. Like, I do miss kind of having to be on my toes in New York. Like, I kind of miss the go type thing. But I feel like 24/7 to live there, no, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I hope it made y'all laugh. If y'all enjoyed this story time, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. Make sure you do hit that like button, and also comment down below like what other type of videos y'all want to see from me, because I have like certain type of videos that I want to see, but sometimes I'd be like, what do people want to see? I want to be one of those people who always keeps it real, always, you know, I want to always be myself. So yeah, let me know what type of videos y'all want to see, and I'll make it happen. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, I hope you come back to the next one, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.